Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, we will learn about objective and concept of financial accounting for IFIs. This is the topic 5 for Fund 618. In this topic, we will learn on how to explain the accounting definition from Islamic perspective. Second, we will able to differentiate between Islamic accounting and conventional accounting. Third, we will discuss the objective of financial accounting reporting for IFIs. And last one, we will discuss on the differences of two regulatory bodies, which is IESBs and IOP conceptual framework. So in this video, we will cover for the first topic outcome which is on the accounting from the Islamic perspective definitions. Accounting in Islam has been stated in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 282. It must be in a proper, complete and transparent recording of financial business transaction. Meaning business transaction, apa-apa business transaction mestilah in a proper, complete and transparent recording process. Dalam masa yang sama, dalam surah Al-Baqarah juga dia dah statekan accounting in Islam ni must be handled by a trustworthy and also responsible accountant. Seorang accountant yang akan handle atau diberikan amanah untuk menyediakan sesebuah ataupun menghandle sesebuah accounting in Islam ni mestilah seorang yang trustworthy, mestilah seorang yang dipercayai dan also dia ada tanggungjawab terhadap account lah. Dan accounting in Islam juga mesti ada base, a written contract base for all the significant financial business transaction. Meaning that apa-apa business transaction mesti kena ada written contract as sebagai bukti lah. Contohnya macam sekarang pun kita in our daily life pun kita dah praktiskan this kind of lesson, which is macam any business transaction, bila kita beli barang kita akan dapat satu receipt like invoice ke receipt ke. So that is like one of the written contract yang dimaksudkan. So in Islam juga, in accounting in Islam juga, dia mesti kena ada trustful witnesses ataupun saksi, at least 2 orang untuk to ensure the check and balance of the account. So in Islam kita mesti kena ada saksi untuk kita nak check the balance of the account tu, at least 2 orang. Yang of course someone yang trustworthy and responsible to check and balance dia punya account, right? Okay. Next, dalam accounting in Islam, dia akan menekankan mengenai materiality accounting concept, even though to the smallest denomination. Okay, maksudnya itu dia menekankan konsep materiality dalam accounting in Islam. Even satu sen pun dia akan diambil kira. Okay, macam kita dah belajar subject account, korang ada background in accounting. So korang tahu what is the materiality accounting concept. Meaning that in any transaction, although it is like satu sen in a transaction, although it like harga dia RM10, 5 sen, dia akan mengambil kira ataupun dibundarkan terus menjadi 10 sen sebab dia nak dikatakan dia menekankan konsep materiality accounting concept ni. So next, fear Allah for any contractual parties. Meaning any contractual parties, like any contract yang ada 2 parties involved, dia mesti fear Allah. Why fear Allah? Supaya dia sedarlah any contractual or any activities yang dia cuba untuk nak involve mesti in halal way, and it is not in haram way lah, meaning that it must be in a permissible activity. So if they fear Allah, dia sedar and dia tahu perkara yang dia buat tu mestilah halal. So in Surah Al-Baqarah juga dia dah stated, accounting purposes is to facilitate muamalat transaction. So even though in Al-Quran pun dia dah stated kan, accounting ni sebenarnya adalah untuk membantu muamalat transaction. Muamalat ni in bahasa Arab, but in English they call as a business. So basically accounting untuk membantu business transaction lah, untuk facilitate the business transaction. Okay, Islamic accounting, as according to Abdul Rahim, macam kita dah biasa belajar, in accounting tu sebenarnya adalah satu proses identifying, recording, summarizing and interpreting of information for users to make their economic decision, isn't it? But as for Islamic accounting, dia sama je sebenarnya the term. But as what Abdul Rahim stated, it is an accounting process which will provide appropriate information to stakeholders, which an entity will enable them to ensure that the entity is continuously operating within the bounds of Sharia and delivering on its socio-economic objective. Meaning, Islamic accounting ni adalah satu accounting process yang di mana akan provide information for the stakeholders, kan, dia akan provide information for the stakeholders, and dia to ensure that the business tu operating in a Sharia compliant terms, and also they operate to deliver a socio-economic objective, meaning dia operate for the sake of society lah, atas kebajikan masyarakat. So Islamic accounting ni Abdul Rahim nak terangkan ia adalah sebagai accounting process yang memberi information, provide information for the stakeholders of an entity, which dia akan enable them to ensure that entity tu operate within Sharia compliance and dia operate to deliver kebajikan masyarakat. Okay, dia bukan sebab nak profit semata-mata lah kiranya in Islamic accounting tu. Islamic accounting juga is an act as a tools, okay, which enables Muslim to evaluate their own accountability to God. Meaning in Islamic accounting, dia nak menunjukkan seorang Muslim tu, kan, dia nak menunjukkan seorang Muslim tu betul-betul menjaga amanah dia dengan Allah SWT. Kan, dengan accounting in Islamic ni, they able to evaluate themselves on their own accountability ataupun their own amanah to Allah SWT. Menunjukkanlah kiranya jika seorang accountant tu they able to follow and operate in Sharia compliant and also delivering it to the socio-economic punya society, dia meaning that they are successfully have accountable to Allah punya suruhan lah kiranya. Sebab kita as a Muslim, kita mesti menjaga kita punya relationship with Allah dengan cara apa? Dengan cara follow this kind ataupun these two characteristic of Islamic accounting lah. Okay. So next is Islamic accountability, meaning seorang kat sini lah 5 sifat seorang accountant yang kena ada, ataupun seorang accountant kena sedar these 5 characteristic of Islamic accountability tu. So Islamic accountability tu maksud dia mestilah hablum minallah. Maksudnya ada hablum minallah, mestilah menjaga hubungan kita dengan Allah. Okay. Hablum minannas ialah menjaga hubungan kita dengan sesama manusia. Meaning sesama manusia ni macam ni, kalau seorang accountant dia bekerja bawah majikan dia, so dia mestilah menjaga hubungan dia dengan majikan dia. Dengan cara apa? Dengan cara melakukan tanggungjawab dia yang diberikan lah oleh majikan dia tu. Sama juga hablum minallah ni menjaga hubungan dia dengan Allah. Macam mana menjaga dia hubungan dia dengan Allah? Dengan cara dia melakukan perkara-perkara yang baik lah, ataupun dia managing the account in a proper way ataupun in halal way. So dengan cara itu dia able to menjaga hubungan dia dengan Allah. Okay. The third is individual as khalifah ataupun trustee. So in Islamic accountability, dia percaya yang seorang accountant dah berikan amanah ataupun dia adalah seorang yang dipercayai, okay, seorang khalifah yang diberikan amanah untuk nak menguruskan sesuatu account tu. So Islamic accountability ni dia dah percayalah seorang accountant tu mestilah seseorang yang dipercayai. Macam kita dah belajar tadi kan. So dia mestilah seorang yang trustworthy and also responsible accountant. Okay. The fourth one is success in this world and hereafter. Al-Falah. Kita dah belajar on topic 2 on Al-Falah. Meaning anything that we've done in this world, we have to bring success to the world and also hereafter. So macam apa-apa amalan yang kita lakukan di dunia ini, kita adalah untuk dunia dan juga adalah untuk akhirat. Okay? Adalah untuk sukses dunia, kejayaan dunia dan juga adalah untuk kejayaan akhirat. Okay. Islamic accountability ni juga dia menekankan ataupun accounting, seorang accountant tu mestilah mencapai economic goals ni. Economic goals ni macam mana? Contoh dia dah buat satu account, dia dah mencapai goals company dia. Bila dia dah mencapai economic goals of that company ataupun the objective of that company, dia akan menerima wealth, betul? Dengan cara apa? Dengan cara gaji. So gaji dia ni, dia mestilah purify it with sedekah or derma. Kan? Dia, contoh dia nak cakap kat sini, economic goals tu, bila seseorang accountant tu dah mencapai objektif company, at the end of the month dia akan menerima wealth. Wealth dengan cara apa? Dengan cara gaji. So gaji ni mestilah ditazkiyahkan. Tazkiyahkan ni dengan cara apa? Tazkiyah ni maksud dia is purification of self and wealth. So how an accountant want to purify dia punya diri dan juga wealth? Macam mana seorang accountant nak sucikan diri dia dan juga dia punya harta? Macam kita tahu, Islam mestilah ada sifat kebajikan masyarakat, kepentingan kebajikan masyarakat. So cara untuk nak mensucikan dia punya diri dan juga dia punya harta, kita perlulah bersedekah ataupun menderma. So dengan cara itu kita dapat sedarlah seorang accountant ataupun diri seorang Muslim tu akan sedar bahawasanya harta tu adalah bukan milik kita seorang, kita perlulah bersedekah dan diagih-agihkan kepada orang yang lain. Okay? That is the 5 Islamic accountability terms, ataupun nak dikatakan dia punya Islamic accountability refers to these 5 terms. Seorang accountant mesti sedar 5 terms ni lah. Move to the differences of Islamic accounting and conventional accounting. So Islamic accounting, basically kita nak tengok dia punya differences on objective and of providing information. So what is the purpose of providing information of Islamic accounting? So, Islamic accounting dia nak provide accountability to the society. For conventional accounting, dia nak provide information for decision usefulness. Macam mana tau? Islamic accounting ni macam kita dah belajar tadi, saya dah explain tadi dari awal, dia adalah kena-mengena dengan accountability. Anything yang relate with Islamic accounting adalah sesuatu yang diamanahkan dan perlu diuruskan dengan sebaik yang mungkin dan dengan cara yang betul. So, in Islamic accounting, the objective of providing that information are because of the accountability, okay? Kejujuran, because of amanah. For conventional accounting, dia provide information tu, like profit, apa semua tu, adalah untuk company membuat decision. Okay? Next differences is on information identified. So, dia punya information identified. Islamic accounting, dia adalah to identified by the social economy, religious event and also transaction. But as for conventional accounting, information tu being identified by the economic event and also transaction. Dia tak ada relate with the religious event macam Islamic accounting. So any information yang di dalam Islamic accounting and conventional accounting adalah berbeza. Macam Islamic accounting, information dia adalah di-identify by the social economy, religious and also the transaction yang biasa kita, the daily transaction lah. As for conventional accounting, dia adalah identified by the economic event and the daily transaction kita tu. As for the cost used to record and communicate the information, Islamic accounting, dia akan record the current valuation, tahu, at least for zakat computation lah. Dia akan record the current valuation. But as for conventional accounting, dia akan record historical cost, which is the cost that are lower than the current valuation. So that is the differences in terms of the cost used to record and communicate information for these two types of accounting. For the terms of measurement and valuation, we all know conventional accounting mesti ada related ataupun involved with interest. Interest ni akan relate with riba. But Islamic accounting, dia will not like measured by interest. Dia measured by a profit determination. Ataupun dia measured by the profit lah, but not measured by the interest, like conventional accounting. Sebab apa? Sebab riba tu is one of the prohibitions element dalam financial transaction, right? So it is not permissible for Islamic accounting to include riba in their measurements, in their measurement and valuation lah. Okay, so to whom dia punya information tu communicated to? For Islamic accounting, dia provide information for the shareholders and the society. As for the shareholders, they provide as for conventional accounting, they provide information for the shareholders. So tengok ada beza dia kat situ kan. Islamic accounting mesti ada give back to the society. Okay, macam conventional accounting dia terus shareholder sebab apa? Sebab dia nakkan profit. Dia kan profit oriented punya entity kan. So conventional accounting ni dia tak ada relate ataupun dia tak ada memperketatkan berkenaan dengan kebajikan. Islamic accounting akan relate back with the society. Conventional accounting tak akan relate dengan society, but it is more to a profit oriented accounting punya terms. Next, on the features in Islamic accounting. Features in Islamic accounting maksudnya macam ni. Islamic accounting tu mestilah what is the advantage ataupun apa yang ada istimewanya Islamic accounting ni. First, dia kata dia tak ada difference pun in double entry principle, meaning that in Islamic accounting sama dia macam accounting, conventional accounting ataupun traditional accounting, meaning dia ada debit and credit as well. Okay, double entry tu debit and credit. But dia have a clear distinctions of accounting objective, meaning dia ada clear distinctions on religious obligation instead of commercial obligation. Commercial obligation ni is more towards conventional accounting lah. So Islamic accounting ni, they have a clear distinctions of accounting obligation. Not obligation, but accounting objective. Okay, in terms of religious obligation too. Besides that, number 3, they have different user information need, meaning that dia punya transaction tu must be legitimate and equitable. And also the wealth and the wealth maximization too. Dia meaning that they able to differentiate the user information need, whether it is about the wealth and wealth maximization or about the legitimate and equitable transaction. Islamic accounting juga mestilah in compliance with Syariah. Like, ni semua memang akan ada base of Islamic itself. So kalau apa-apa Islam mestilah Syariah compliant di sini. Even though pasal Islamic economy on chapter 3 also, chapter 2 pun kita dah bincangkan pasal Syariah compliance ni. Same goes to Islamic accounting, must be compliance with Syariah law lah. And then mesti ada different contractual relationship. Macam apa tau maksudnya Islamic accounting ni, they have a different contractual relationship. For example, mudarabah, instrument, kan macam kita dah belajar on chapter 3, ada banyak macam jenis kontrak. So Islamic accounting ni dia dah menekankan different contract tu punya relationship and the meaning of that contract. So each of the users must go through different contract in order to have to involve in certain activity lah. Okay. Number 6, it's about the determinations of zakat. So dalam Islamic accounting mesti ada relate ataupun mesti mengambil kira related with zakat as well. And also kita able to distinct the accountability concept. That is the features in Islamic accounting. Who is the users? Users of accounting informations Islamic bank. Siapa dia punya user? The first one is the investor. We all know who is the investor. Sama ada potential or existing investor. We must have the creditors or pemiutang or like trade payables. Sama ada the potential creditors or existing creditors. We have the regulators. Okay, regulators, for example, bank negara, who like Bank Negara is the central bank, isn't it? So central bank that manage or regulate Islamic bank itself. So next user is the Sharia Supervisory Board and Advisory Councils. So this board is to ensure whether the accounting information of Islamic bank tu in accordance to Sharia. Okay. And others who may be affected by the disclosure. So whoever yang relate ataupun akan affected with the accounting information of Islamic bank akan dikira user of accounting information dia. Okay, that is the user. That's all for today. Thank you.